Welcome to World of Warships with Fiaura. Today is Destroyer Mayhem. And I say this, you guys are all looking at me, but Fiaura, I have learned how to use torpedoes quite well, in fact, and also how to use the Destroyer as a ship in general. Now, I do have a complaint about the Griniechki. Its guns are not anywhere near capable as an American destroyers, and its torpedoes are not anywhere near as good as the Japanese destroyers. It's somewhere in between on both, and it really doesn't excel at either gun nor torpedo fighting. So you kind of have to really, if this is how Soviet destroyers are going to turn out, yeah, Wargaming might want to reconsider that one. So you really kind of have to determine how you want to use said destroyer and go with it. If you like the guns, use the guns. If you like the torps, use the torps. In the meantime, I am sailing up, and I'm kind of sort of just waiting till something is spotted. Remember, ships have a detection range rather than a view range, so it just basically says at this range you're detected, and there's a ship. In Omaha. Basically my worst nightmare. I really wish the Griniechki had slightly longer range with its torpedoes. Or slightly faster turning guns. Either one would be nice. It would make this feel like a real good ship, but since it has neither, hello Mr. New York class battleship. You really have to kind of work with what you got. Of course, you know, firing the guns equals I am detected. And I'm shooting the island. Whatever did that island do to me? I'm not sure. I think it did everything. Now I'm going to turn back and head towards my fleet. There is no good idea to sail towards the enemy fleet at this point, especially with an enemy aircraft basically saying, they're right here. I turn off my AA guns and hope that I go undetected now. Yeah, you saw me in the Simp channel because I'm in Simp. Anyway, I then detect an opening in the enemy fleet. You see where they all went. And I go, if I can slip past that Kuma class cruiser, I might be able to pull off. Oh no, I'm not ready for that yet. I'm turning around. Still trying to dice it with the enemy fleet for a second. I'm looking for an opening, and I'm starting to detect one where that Kuma class cruiser and the Wyoming battleship back there are in the enemy fleet, i.e. a chance to slip in between unnoticed. Just have to get it just right. So I'm looking for these openings because I want to go after some swiggity aircraft booty, as Jingles might put it, or as I might say, I want to go say surprise to an aircraft carrier. So the aircraft are obviously going to spot me. Yeah. Nothing I can do about it. But I hit my speed boost, so I minimize the time I'm going to be exposed going through the channels here. And I detect, I'm looking over that way, I'm looking at the enemy fleet over there, and then I go, wait, there's a battleship right there around the edge of that island. A South Carolina battleship. And I'm going to be coming out literally point blank. Torpedo indicator says fire there, I fire there, and then keep going full speed and fire my guns because there's no chance I'm not detected at 4 kilometers. Ow. receiving hit after hit, but thankfully my damage control party keeps going while I keep receiving hits. I'm getting hit from multiple directions. I'm on fire. Yeah, this is not good. But South Carolina battleship. 1, 2, 3. He's gone. First blood. A devastating strike. And the fire is going to actually burn out instead of killing me. Because 41 seconds of fire is not enough. And once I get clear of these freaking fighters, assuming the carrier driver actually lets me get clear of his fighters, but then I go, wait, they're returning to base, maybe? Yep. There's a carrier sitting perfectly still for me. No, he's moving. Never mind, he's moving. And I'm driving through their cap circle, alerting them to my position. I decided not to use the damage control party. Instead, I'm going to let the fire burn out because I might need it later, especially with a carrier who's now going to divert everything he has to attempt to sink me. Torpedoes in the water. Now see, here's why I say the Granietti's torpedoes are not that great. They have an 8-kilometer range. Fair enough, but it takes a minute to reload the damn tubes. I'm expecting those bombers to drop any second now, and then I throw the smoke screen down. And now I'm fading in and out of the smoke screen as I keep swerving to keep his torpedo bombers off course. So the smoke screen just probably saved me from his aim, and then this volley of torpedoes, I don't know if it hits. It looks like it might. Oh, there it is. 2 direct hits, 3 direct hits, a dead carrier, and a second devastating strike medal. Ooh, narrowly avoided those. Now, where's that other aircraft carrier gotten to? I wonder. Oh, I detect a battle boat. Wait a minute. That other aircraft carrier's this way. 'Cause these torpedo bombers, I don't think belonged. Nope, they did. I saw those torpedo bombers heading this way, and I started heading this way, thinking, is that aircraft carrier back here? Up. There's the torpedo bombers. That answers the question. After I drove through what was left of my smoke screen, I see those torpedo bombers heading back to rearm. Tells me exactly where Mr. Aircraft Carrier is. Oh no. And he's in torpedo range. Bring torpedoes to bear. He knows I'm here, but he's not moving. He's sitting perfectly still right now. And if you see a destroyer and you're gonna sit perfectly still for it, I'm not actually firing my guns. I want him to think I haven't seen him yet if his detection thing hasn't gone off. I want him to think, hasn't seen me yet, I'm fine. Because I don't want him to move. I want those torpedoes to go right in. And they are on a narrow spread path. So I am fervently trying to avoid those torpedoes from torpedo bombers, as he suddenly gets the idea that, oh no, she actually launched the torps. And 2 of them do hit. And I say, you know what? The Granietti's guns may not be the best, but they're not subpar. I can finish you off with those. Put some more torps in the water and just start firing. Oh, set you on fire. And you probably blew your damage control party for the flooding. Yeah, you're dead. You're either going to burn to death or those torps are going to get you. No, torps didn't get you? Well, you're burning. And see, this is why I think the guns are not the best, because of how long they take to rotate. I'm actually rotating the ship to bring the guns to bear. There we go. Put some fire on it. And she's down. Oh my, the Griniechki claims another one. I start to turn back and go after the St. Louis, and then go, nah, he's dead. He's like really dead. He'll be dead long before I get there. He's got 300 hit points. I think about going after the Miyogi. He's way far away. I think, oh, maybe, nope, he's dead. I might have got a shot in, but nope, they killed him. The Miyogi's back there. Wait a second. What's this? Have our aircraft detected another battleship? They have. So what am I going to do here? I start to sail for the Miyogi because I figure it's the closest thing. I might get to it before the end of the battle. I might get a couple shots off. After all, I've done my job at this point. I've claimed both carriers and a battleship. And this video is called Destroyer Chaos for a reason. There's going to be or Torpedo Chaos, because there's going to be another destroyer battle. The battleship on the far side of the map sinks. That just leaves this Miyogi and his little destroyer friend, who we haven't actually managed to locate yet. Yeah, I'm not even going to get in range. He's done. The Griniechki, she is a different type of destroyer. Her guns work and her torpedoes work, but neither of them work exceptionally well. The reason I don't particularly like the torpedoes is, one, the long load time, the full minute between volleys. Two, she kind of has slow torpedoes. They are quite slow for torpedoes. I think they only do 48 knots, which you can see the ship is doing 37 knots. So in theory, a long-range shot at, say, a high-speed cruiser is never going to hit, because the cruiser's actually going to outrun the torpedoes and get out of range before they hit him. But since we're not going to bother to locate that, oh, we located it. It's over there with our carrier. But I'm not going to chase it down. I got no hit points left. I'm kind of barely floating, as you guys can see from all the damage. There's a bridge in there somewhere. Oh my god, there's not really a bridge there anymore. There's kind of just a hole. Yeah, that's just a hole in the ship. I have done my job. I am not going to go chasing that destroyer with very little hit points. And considering that it is Okaze, I could outgun him, but why try to chase him all the way across the map? It would literally take me 2 minutes to cross the map again. I say I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry. That was just mean. And that poor South Carolina, that poor South Carolina comes cruising up like, why am I still saying, I'm going to sail in a straight line all day long, straight line. Oh god, that's 6 torpedoes. And that guy is just, he's at the bottom of the ocean now. And the little Griniechki's like, lol, I am Griniechki. This is funny. So that's the 2 Soviet ships we have available right now. And rather than adding more Soviet ships or more British ships, they're adding German ships. Go figure. Right now at Gamescom in Germany, you can actually try out the Bismarck and the Tirpitz. They're also talking about adding the German cruiser line up to tier 8. But they're not adding any Soviet or British ships right now, or at least there's no talk of it. So, yeah, I'm really curious about that one. Why would you add another branch if you have 2 branches that you've already started but haven't really added anything in? I mean, I now have like 8 skill points on my Griniechki captain. So let's go take a look at the final stats here. So that is a 276,647 credit battle with 3,800 XP. Ouch. I came in first in experience and did 80,000 points of damage. I only have 10,000 hit points. 80,000 points of damage. God, these things are such glass cannons. Oh, God, such glass cannons. Alright, but that's not quite the end of this video yet. We have another replay. This one in a very, very tiny little ship that could. As we load in here to back into World of Warships, we are going to be looking at a low tier battle. And I will admit that this is kind of sort of mean. But I'm in a little Samson. Little Samson. Now those cruisers over there should probably tear me a new one quite easily. But you have to remember, this is World of Warships. Tier and ship type really only makes a difference if you're not using it right. If you're using it right, you can outdo any ship type with any other ship type, regardless of your tier. This little tier 2 Samson has actually sunk a tier 5 New York class battleship. I'm kind of proud of that one. Granted, it took 9 torpedoes out of the 12 tubes I fired at it to bring it down. It still brought it down. And this should prove a rather entertaining replay. Also, for those who are curious, we are 17 away from the 1,000 mark. And in the description below is a sign up for free stuff. I will be doing the 1,000 subscriber at the end of the month. Regardless of when I hit it, I'm going to wait and do it at the end of the month. And the reason I'm doing it at the end of the month is to make sure that I have all the codes from Wargaming, and whatever codes I don't have, I can make up for. And so, yeah. We're going to wait until probably Labor Day weekend. I'm waiting on one more code from Wargaming and a couple codes from Obsidian, but for the most part, I've gotten all of the codes I need to give away that stuff. In the meantime, we are sailing forward, and I don't know why you fired those torpedoes. You're in the same ship I am. They have a 4-kilometer range. That literally means his torpedoes are not even going to get to the island in front of us. Not the one on the right. I mean the one that I'm sailing right at right now. They're not even going to get there. They're that short range. There was no point in firing those. And yes, you have infinite ammo. Fair enough. But you have to pay for your ammunition. And I tell him there's no sense in wasting those shots. As you guys can see, that they're just dying in the middle of the water. And there's a St. Louis. That has got to be probably my worst nightmare. Up to 10 guns pointed at you at once, all of them firing at an extremely high rate of fire, and every one of them shredding through destroyers like candy. But we are going to engage this Izutake. This Umakaze, excuse me. Same tier as I am. And I am going to lay a smoke screen and try to, use the smoke screen so that I dip in and out of sight while I keep firing my guns. And then find out, oh, great, that guy's out of range, so turn on the Samson. Pay attention to where you're driving. There we go. The Samson is slowing down for some reason. Either his engine is hit or he is actually just slowing down. Which is not a good idea for a destroyer when you're under fire. I mean, it does make you a little bit hard to hit, but for the most part, you're just a sitting duck to the rest of us. And he's dead. His torpedoes flying a hopeless course in hopes of apparently hitting me and utterly failing. Now I do slow down here so I can make this turn, because Fiaura sees an opportunity. I see a battleship and a cluster of cruisers sitting at their own cap. I start checking my torpedo range so that I can basically memorize where that range is on the map. And then I'm going to move up here and help finish off this St. Louis. I'm trying to get clear of the island and make sure my shells will actually travel over the island. And one of them does. And that's the one that kills him! And now I'm going to let this Umakaze have it. And I'm going to fire a spread. I should have made those a widespread, but it's just to keep him from going in that direction, where the rest of where my cruiser is, so that we can basically shell him into oblivion. Oh, I'm under fire. I think that battleship decided that he wants some destroyer. Ooh! I think that was a full damage HE round, because he's dead. Now I turn my guns onto the South Carolina and fling away. Knock out a secondary, not doing a lot of damage. I am taking some fire from another St. Louis? Is that another St. Louis? Yeah, that's another St. Louis. I've got a couple seconds till my smoke screen can be activated though, which will actually save me from, you know, being shot at. As I keep up the maneuvering and keep firing, because it's an American destroyer. Its guns are actually really good. Its torpedoes are really crappy. Between their short range and slower speed, they're really hard to use. But they do individually pack quite a punch. And you do get an extra tube on each of your launchers. Oh, he's just run aground. That's not good. I can tell he's running aground right now. I set him on fire twice and then just start letting... He uses his damage control party immediately. But we're just going to let him have it. He has run aground. He has nowhere to go, and... if my guns would hit the target. They're either overshooting or going short. Oh, what's this? One dead. That's the third kill this match.
Engine boost deactivated.
I see an Albany. He's in range. And I just let him have it. I'm actually beyond detection range when I'm not firing, so he's going to see me and then see me disappear repeatedly. As my rear battery comes around, though, it's kind of late because I can't see him anymore. I then decide to get set up for the torpedo run. I'm sticking behind this island right now. I want to make sure that I am not detected for as long as possible. And I see this destroyer coming, and I say, you know what? If you actually decide to come around the edge of that island, there will be a nice, nasty surprise waiting for you. Somebody just got devastating striked. And I'm keeping my guns quiet right now. He's in range. I could open fire. But I want to get close. I want to get the torpedoes in. Now that I'm detected, I'm going to, however, start shooting. He's burning. He just fired his guns. 30 seconds until he reloads. Let's see how far into straight lines you sail. And I've got two other tube launchers on the other side of the ship that I can bring around on this South Carolina. So I start bringing them around. And there they go. I'm in secondary battery range as those torpedoes fly. Come on. Come on, Torps. Do your thing. Up, my steering gear's hit. I start turning the other way. I know I'm getting further away from him now. He's dodged 2 of my torpedo volleys, but at less than 2 kilometers, it's going to be almost impossible to dodge. As I let him loose. Too late to turn now. Oh, this is going to hurt. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my god, 3 torpedoes and you're still floating. Poor guy. Poor guy. So close to a 4th kill. Can't believe you took 3 torpedoes with that much health and we're just like, I'm still coming. No, you should have died. Oh well. I'll take the 3 torpedo hits. We're gonna fire into a gun duel with St. Louis here. See if we can, you know, set him on fire, do some more damage. I have done my job thoroughly. The little Samson has devastated the enemy, I would say. I mean, what do you guys think? This has gone surprisingly well. I start to line up my torpedoes and then go, I gotta let this other Watake cross my bow. And I gotta get around the island. Now I can line up the torps. Fire away. Of course, the Watake's torps are gonna beat mine there by a country mile, and he's just gonna die. Which makes me sad. So sad. But now they have a base cap going. That last cruiser is hoping he can outcap us. I'm a destroyer, though. I can actually get back after I drive past this this sinking corpse of a St. Louis. I just got to figure out which side of the island he's on. Now here I do make a mistake. I should cut to the right. I should go in on the right side of the island and be much more aggressive. Or I should divert. I should cut to the right or left. I should actually just pick one and go. And go right at this St. Louis because there's 3 of us in his view sights. He can't possibly take on all 3 of us. And this destroyer captain kind of forces the issue with the direction I'm going. The St. Louis is looking to sink that other destroyer who's low health right now. And then he turns on me instead because I'm the only one he can see. And ow, that kind of hurt. Now, I can't sail straight into a St. Louis and expect to live. It will just shred me to pieces. So there's very little I can actually do other than hope that our other St. Louis packs a punch. So I need to get behind the island. I should have kept going this direction I'm going because I would have come out point blank on top of that St. Louis. Instead, I try to turn around, which is too late. It's simply too late. It's going to take me too long and too much effort to turn this ship around to go the other way, and I should have just kept going straight into him, but I didn't. And so I don't have a chance in hell of getting around that corner in time to actually do anything. Because this is going to involve reversing, and the last thing you really want to be doing in World of Warships 90% of the time, or 99% of the time, is reversing. Oh well. The Watake puts torpedoes in the water, but it's not going to matter. If I'd gone around the other way, I would have been able to fire my guns and possibly rack another kill. So that's totally on me. My bad. But let's see the stats, shall we? 100,000 credit game for a tier 3. That's actually pretty dang good. 2,400 credits, which means I went straight from the Samson to the Wilkes instantly. With some compensation for damage caused by allies and a fine for cause. Apparently I hit some allies with one of my shots. My bad. However, I still walk out of here almost top XP. The Watake walks out of here ahead of me. But look at this. Between my guns and torpedoes, I caused 29,000 damage. Almost 30,000 with the fires. The heck? These little destroyers pack a hell of a punch and just rip things apart. They're like little cute Wolverines that just shred you, although if you just put a bullet in them, they tend just to explode and die. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed the World of Warships video today. I will see you in the next video, and I will see you on live stream tomorrow. This is Fiaura, officially signing out for right now. Remember, go sign up for the contest. Remember, share and like this video. Get the word out to your friends. The quicker we get to 1,000, well, the happier I am and the more stuff I can do for you guys. So, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye. Thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, why not click the like button? It would really help the channel and let me know that you're enjoying my content. Want to see more content? There's a subscribe icon right there so you know when I put up videos. I would appreciate it also if you help grow this channel's community. So share this with your friends or just put it up on Facebook. Want to help Fiaura out directly? There are 3 ways you can do this. One is the patronage page, which all the investment towards I put right back into the channel through contests and paying for things like video editing software. Then there are 2 ways to support the channel directly. One is click the ads that YouTube shows you. This is how YouTube pays its content creators, by your clicks on those advertisements. The other and last way to support the channel is through fan funding that is now available through Fiaura's channel page. If you happen to have an extra $1 or 2, it would really let Fiaura know that her videos mean something to you. Anyway, please check out these other videos here on the end page collage, and as always, I will see you on the battlefield or in the next video. So, till then, this is Fiaura signing out.